Ever wondered why a perfectly seared steak is so irresistibly delicious? The secret lies in a chemical reaction known as the Maillard reaction. It's not just a fancy term used by chefs and food scientists. It's the magic that happens when heat meets meat. The Maillard reaction is a chemical process named after the French scientist Louis-Camille Maillard, who first described it in the early 20th century. It's a kind of culinary alchemy that transforms the raw and unappealing into the cooked, complex, and utterly delightful. Imagine the process like this. When you apply heat to a piece of steak, the amino acids, those are the building blocks of protein, react with the reducing sugars present in the meat. This reaction creates a cascade of new flavors, aromas, and that beautiful brown color we associate with a well-cooked steak. It's like a symphony of taste that starts playing as soon as the heat hits the meat. Now, the Maillard reaction doesn't just make meat look appetizing, it's a fundamental part of creating flavor. That sizzle you hear when you drop a steak onto a hot pan, that's the Maillard reaction in action, creating hundreds of new flavor compounds. It's a process that's as complex as it is delicious. So why is the Maillard reaction so important when it comes to cooking beef steak? Well, without the Maillard reaction, a steak would just be a piece of cooked meat. It might be tender, it might be juicy, but it would lack the rich, complex flavors that make a steak so much more than just a piece of beef. The Maillard reaction is what gives a steak its distinctive charred exterior and juicy, flavorful interior. In essence, the Maillard reaction is the difference between a good steak and a great one. It's the secret weapon of chefs and home cooks alike, turning simple ingredients into culinary masterpieces. So the next time you tuck into a perfectly cooked steak, take a moment to appreciate the Maillard reaction, the unsung hero of the culinary world.